Hello. I want to tell you about the Voice Master for the Commodore 64 and the Apple II Plus and IIe computers. This product does many things, so many that we have been criticized for giving far too much for the price. The Voice Master digitally records speech for later playback. It recognizes spoken words, and it produces an astounding array of music by simply humming or whistling into the microphone, and then prints out a musical score. Lots to talk about, so let's get on with it. First is digital recording. I simply read words into the microphone, and they are stored in main memory with a different identifying index number for each word. I can name and save a word vocabulary on disk. When you play this back in some program that you can easily write, you don't even need the Voice Master or other hardware for the Commodore. For the Apple, a small low-cost plug-in music card is required, but this is only for playback. Let me read in some numbers. This demonstration is for real. I am doing it as you listen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, point, plus, minus, times, divided by, equals. Now that the vocabulary is made, I can tie it in with a calculator program, and I immediately have a talking calculator. Here is an example, and the computer is doing all of the talking, using the words I have just spoken.
2 plus 3 divided by 6 minus 1 equals minus 0.166666667.
This is real speech, not phoneme synthesis. I could just as easily have recorded the numbers in Spanish or Chinese, or with a Boston accent or a Southern drawl. By the way, I can manipulate speed and volume during playback. Here is the word hello with some speed and volume changes. Hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Next is word recognition. How can I demonstrate this on an audio tape? Well, I'm going to make templates for recognition for the colors. Each word is produced twice. Then I'm going to make a spoken response vocabulary the same way I made the numbers vocabulary for the talking calculator. But rather than taking up your time, I have already done this. So now I am set to recognize. I will speak color words to the microphone. The computer responds by changing the screen to the appropriate color, printing out an index number, and repeating back to me the color as an audio response. Of course, you can't see the screen, but you can hear the audio response. Black,
Black,
white,
white,
red,
red,
cyan,
cyan,
purple,
purple,
green,
green,
blue,
blue,
yellow,
yellow,
purple,
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 white,
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 white.
white.
You can see that the system is quite tolerant to your pronunciation of the words. Please note that we not only recognize words, but in the same program the computer can respond with speech as well. The response doesn't have to be the same as what is recognized. For example, we could ask for Jones, and a dialer program could operate, and the computer could respond with something like, "Okay, your call is ready." Or the computer could talk first. For example, it could say, "Valve number 6 is open," and we could command with "close valve 6. Sort of boggles the mind, doesn't it? Finally, let's get to music. All I have to do is hum. Mary Had a Little Lamb, dot, 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 and out will come a variety of musical sounds, with these sounds closely tracking my voice as I hum. So here are some examples. Dot, 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 dot. 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 Dun, 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 dun. I like that one in particular. And a last example. Dun, 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 dun. The software also has a built-in whistle mode as well as a humming mode. Thus, I can whistle to make music as well. For example, but there is more than this, which I can't directly demonstrate on an audio tape. In the composition mode, I hum or whistle and watch the notes scroll by on the video screen. Pauses are shown, and the note changes shape to denote different durations. I can edit by deleting, changing, inserting new notes by humming or whistling, of course, and so on. In playback, I can change tempo, key, chords, and other parameters. And I can save my masterpiece on the disc. And to cap it all off, I can even print out my score on the printer, complete with varying note durations, pauses, and just about everything else. I've become an instant music composer and writer without having to know one note from another. As I said at the outset, the price is so low for what you get that people sometimes get suspicious of our motives. Well, we hope to sell lots of these for many different computers. We won't make much on each one, but quantities do add up, and we expect to continue to bring out major new developments as time goes on. We have a very unique technology and a different way of looking at the world, and it all directly benefits the consumer. Thank you.